show.
Don't make don't make a joke about it. You want more?
A little. Just a little. Okay.
Nice and loose by the time I get to talk to Kieran.
I'm glad that I live so close to the studio because every time I'm like driving home with the empty whiskey cups and my car stinks of bourbon, I'm like, God, if I get pulled over, they're gonna think
My car stinks of bourbon.
It's just fume.
That's how you know you have a great podcast.
Yeah.
When you drive home and your car stinks of bourbon. Fucking A.
That would be a really good band name.
Stinks of bourbon.
Yeah.
We are Stinks of Bourbon.
Yo, who's opening tonight?
Stinks of Bourbon. Fuck.
I
Those
heard
guys
they
are
rule.
dope.
Yeah.
They put on a great show.
Who's opening for Corey Feldman tonight? Stinks of Bourbon.
Bro, can we do some members content about Corey Feldman, please?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. If you already named the file, we're going to have to change it. Okay, so check it out, folks. Hello, members. We've got...
What are we doing?
We've got some time.
Jude and I are going to riff.
Yeah.
Oh.
Can we do it after we record?
I've got the juices flowing
Yeah.
out. Give me 15 minutes. Give me 15
Yeah.
minutes or less.
Come on, Dad.
Give me 15
Come
minutes.
on.
All right.
All right. So Jude and I have been sharing
We
Corey Feldman.
We have this obsession.
Oh,
we have
God.
this love that has grown into an obsession.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. It started off as
Corey
a curiosity.
Yes.
Then it turned into like a, do I like this?
Yeah.
And then it turned into, what the fuck is going on
And
right now?
it's like we're rooting for him,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
also we don't know why.
I don't know why I'm rooting for Corey Feldman right now. Okay,
and
so
now every time one of us sees something on the internet about
Corey
Corey
Feldman,
Feldman
we share it
doing
with each
something,
other.
we're like, oh my God, have you seen this yet?
Corey did a podcast, right?
Corey
Okay.
did a podcast.
So it started out, I started noticing Corey Feldman's live performances on Instagram.
Yeah.
Because I
I
follow.
love that now Instagram is trolling you for this.
No, 100%. The algorithm's like, look, Corey Feldman.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck. All right,
now,
I'll watch
you know
it.
what? Most of my Corey Feldman news is coming from you now.
Yeah.
Because you're getting more of it.
No, my algorithm is totally borked. But it started off with me like just watching it's like watching a car accident in live, like
Yes.
live slow motion car accidents.
Yes.
And you're just watching it. You're like, I can't believe how fucking awful
We
this
are
is.
watching history happen.
Yeah,
It's
so-
unfolding before us.
Corey Feldman's live performances are so fucking ridiculously bad
Mhm.
that you can't look away.
Yeah.
And it's like the people on the stage
It's
are
like a B movie. And you
Yeah.
know how I feel about
you love B movies.
Yes.
And I'm like just weirdly curious about B movies. I
Yeah.
don't like them, but I'm like, yeah, I'll watch it.
a couple of drinks.
Sure.
Yeah, that could be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm watching these reels
Imagine that
of,
being your
of
life.
Corey Feldman just biff it on stage.
Mhm.
Like just putting his heart and soul into an awful performance.
And also the pitifulness of like just 10 guys chanting Comeback King.
Come back. And there's like nobody in the crowd, right? The general stadium is almost empty. And Corey is just belting it out like he's in front of 100,000 people.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, this is so bad. But it looks like on just the surface level, he's gaslighting himself into thinking he's the fucking rock star.
Uh-huh.
He wears these crazy outfits. He's got his fucking tour dates. He's got this. He's like, my own new album. It's
Yeah.
all about love and this. He's so
Everybody behind him was like, just let him cook.
just let him cook, man. Just let him do it. To the point where the lead singer from Limp Bizkit, had him start opening for Limp Bizkit.
Oh no.
He's on tour with them.
Limp
I
Bizkit
just spit.
is a legitimate band that has like a massive
Right.
fan
They're
base.
doing a tour right now called the Losers Tour.
And fucking Corey Feldman's opening for him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck is happening right now? This is not real.
Uh-huh.
Corey Feldman sucks. This is not a real band.
But does he?
But does he? And then he started like showcasing this fucking crazy solo that he was doing in the middle of one of his songs.
It was like Michael J. Fox in Back to the Future, just like crawling on his back
Yes.
over the stage.
Yes. And
Yeah.
everybody's just kind of like looking at him like,
I guess you guys aren't
ready for that shit. Exactly.
Yes.
Right. That's what's happening. And I'm watching this and I'm
Corey
like,
Feldman has done interviews where he's like, they're not ready.
oh, I was going to reveal that
Oh,
later.
shit,
Fuck.
I'm sorry.
So,
He's
so,
totally in on it.
so Limp
He knows.
Bizkit, so Limp Bizkit goes on stage and he's like, everybody, I see the internet saying that Corey Feldman can't play the guitar. I'm here to tell you if he can or not. And he puts a fucking folding chair in front of Corey Feldman while he's performing his main like guitar solo.
Yeah.
And he goes, it's fucking real. And then he gets off stage and I'm just like, am I taking crazy pills right now?
It is real, but it's not good.
So this whole time I'm under the assumption that Corey Feldman just thinks he's doing a really good job.
I thought that everyone else thought that was a good guitar solo too.
Yeah.
And I was like, do I just not get it?
And I'm like, I've listened to Metallica.
Maybe I don't.
I
maybe
kind of
don't
know what a guitar solo should
I don't
sound
understand guitar.
I was
clearly.
confused. I'm like, I know it's bad, but everybody's telling me it's good, and I know it's not, and it's fucking weird.
And
It's freaking me out.
It makes us feel crazy.
It does make us feel crazy. And then, like last week, a podcast came out. I don't remember whose it was, but Corey Feldman was the guest star on the podcast, and they started discussing this fucking.
Wasn't it like Joe Rogan or something?
No, it wasn't Joe Rogan.
Okay.
No. Somebody else. I don't know who it was, but they're talking about this guitar
I've
solo.
seen before.
Yeah, it was a comedian or something.
Yeah.
They're talking about this guitar solo, and Corey Feldman just like sitting there. He's like, "Yeah, it's the craziest thing. My guitar solo started getting viral reactions online, and
People were saying it wasn't really me.
people were talking shit about it.
It was me.
And it proved it was me." And I'm like, and then he says, "And of course I know it's a terrible guitar solo." And I'm like,
Wait a minute.
he's in on the whole thing. He fucking knows what the fuck is happening right now. I'm like pulling my hair out, trying to figure out why everybody's in love with this whole fucking Corey Feldman comeback king fucking shit. And I'm like, it's not comeback king.
It's like
It's like the King of the North, King of the North.
it's like fucking what's that Brendan Fraser movie that we all love?
Blast from the Airheads.
No. With the hot girl in Egypt.
The Mummy.
The Mummy?
It's like the Mummy when they're all walking through the streets going,
Oh, Imhotep.
Imhotep.
So I've been going on this journey with Jude of the Corey Feldman hype train.
I'm so glad I'm not here alone.
And I'm just like, what the fuck is going on right now? Why am I watching this
I sent
shit?
you that TikTok of the girl and her husband.
Yeah.
There was this girl and her husband. I follow her. I forget what her content is. She like makes clothes or something. But she and her husband
Went to a concert,
went
right?
to a concert. It was the Losers Tour.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, we're at this festival. And my husband was adamant that we had to see Corey Feldman and his opening. There's 10 people in the fucking crowd.
Nobody there.
And then she's like, my husband had to buy this t-shirt. It was $40
For a Corey Feldman comeback king t-shirt.
Yes. And then they show later, like, there's like thousands of people there once like Corey Feldman's done.
Because everybody's in on the joke now.
Yeah.
Like the more this goes along, and I notice the crowds are getting bigger and bigger for Corey Feldman, and that people like us are just like, I gotta fucking see this.
And he came here and he was playing at Counts Vamped in Vegas.
We
almost went, but something happened. I think you were
Our
sick or
schedules got
something,
fucked up, yeah.
And so we ended up not going. And I really wanted to go.
The tickets were like $20.
They were $20.
I'm like, I'll go see Corey Feldman for $20.
Tickets to see him are less than his merch.
We have
to go.
I feel like I'm being left out.
Do you want to go?
I feel like me and Kadish need to have a thing now because you guys are so.
Well, I
bonded
would
over
include
Corey
you
Feldman.
in this, but I feel like you would trash talk the whole thing.
Oh, I
Yeah, you
absolutely
would embarrass us.
I just I followed him.
Did you really?
I just followed
Oh.
I did.
One of us.
He's
One
gonna
of
say that we're
us.
friends with you.
I just followed him on
You're gonna ruin it.
the Salty Nerd podcast. Just followed him, and Dutch Butters just followed him. And I'm gonna say, look out for these two lunatics.
There's a blonde guy, a blonde girl, and a
We're
fucking.
fucking obsessed.
It's obnoxiously weird, and I can't look away.
Yeah.
And every time I look at it, I'm like, I gotta show this to Jude.
Yeah.
And I'd send you a DM on Instagram. And
I'm
I'm
going
like,
to force myself in on your guys' little love fest.
I should have sent this to you, but or maybe you sent. I forget where I saw it, but did you send me the interview, or have you seen the interview where he was like on like the Today Show talking about? Oh, okay. He was like on the Today.
Recently or
I
old?
should have sent this to you. No, it was recently.
Oh.
I don't know. I saw it recently.
when he was
I
talking
don't
about
know when it was.
pedophilia in Hollywood?
No.
Oh, that's from
no,
like the
he
2000s.
was talking about his band.
Oh, okay.
And I think it was like the Today Show or Good Morning America.
Oh,
something
shit.
like that. And he was like talking about and like they were like, yeah, you're like people are saying like it's not good. And he was like, yeah, but you can't like let yourself get bogged down under that. Cause he was like, I was talking to my friend and my friend was saying like, you know what, like
Nobody liked Nirvana when they first came out.
Nirvana when they first came out. And so like it just made me realize like I'm ahead of my time. And like I just have to push through, and then like I'm on the right side of history, basically.
Yeah.
And we're all going to look back and be like, that guy, he knew.
I'll tell you a story about Nirvana. I was such a dork about Nirvana when I was growing up, like the emo freaking grunge kid, like, oh, fucking Nirvana's badass, man. Like, right, okay. I purchased their raw, like out of the studio recording album.
Okay.
Because I was like, oh, fuck yeah, fucking raw Nirvana, bro. So fucking bad.
Terrible.
It was so terrible.
It's like when we release unedited.
Yeah. And I'm like, is this what Nirvana sounds like? And they just amp everything up in the studio and make it
yeah.
sound good and then release it. And now I'm like, fucking Nirvana's awesome. It broke the fucking, like, it was like a shattering glass
Everything's
moment for
fake.
me. And I was like, this is all fucking fake.
Yeah.
These guys suck. So like when I heard Corey Feldman say that, he's like, yeah, nobody liked Nirvana when they first came out. I'm like, I get what he's saying.
Yeah. He just needs somebody.
He
in
needs
there
somebody to
mixing.
master his shit.
Can I-
Like mix and master, bro.
Can I bring this back to like our sphere of things real
Yeah, go
quick?
ahead.
It's Corey Feldman
No.
related. It's Corey Feldman related.
Sure.
Fine. I'll
Um,
allow it.
So there's this Goonies 2 thing going around the internet.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
There's this Goonies 2 rumor that Spielberg's firing that back up.
Corey Feldman's gonna make it happen too.
And
Watch.
well,
He'll be the
um,
main star.
he did just put a tweet out like in the last 12 hours.
Fuck.
Ooh.
It's
You know what? If there is
And
one
this-
thing that will get me back on Twitter, it might be Corey Feldman.
it says Tuesday. This is all in capital letters. He's a nut. I don't know what.
He always tweets. In
Yeah,
All
he's,
caps.
he's typing like the Iron Sheik here. I don't know what's going on.
That's
Tuesday, is Goonies 2 real? Everyone is asking. I can officially tell you 100% no.
oh.
Well,
I have no info that a sequel is in the work, but the good news is I have an exclusive trailer for this other movie that's coming out and stuff. So he turns it into a promo, but nothing. He says that there's no Goonies.
Bro.
Well, it's funny because all the Goonies 2 news specifically does not include him. It's the guy, Keiku Wan, the guy who played Data.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's super famous now. because of that.
Sean Astin. And then like I think one of the female actresses and Josh Brolin.
Mhm.
Those are the only original ones who are like slated to come back for the
Well,
sequel.
then it's not
apparently.
the Goonies.
But they're adding in like a couple like new people. But apparently the plot is that so Sean Astin's character Mikey, of course he has runaway diabetes and so he's dying. And so like they orchestrate like one last adventure to try to recover One-Eyed Willie's treasure.
Recover. I thought they got it in the
is
first
fucking
one.
buff now.
Went floating off in a boat. They got some gems, but they went floating on the whole treasure went off on the boat. Remember?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like that's kind of like the plot, and apparently Spielberg is planning on directing it
Oh wow.
Fucking.
because Richard Donner passed away.
But I think it's all bullshit. I've heard that this is all just nonsense.
Listen,
It's a big fake out. But I don't know.
You guys know how I have a weird talent for weaseling my way into these celebrities' friends' DMs and like talking to them over the course of like a year to the point where I'm
Yeah,
like,
you give good chat.
yeah. If I do that for Corey Feldman, can we talk to him?
If you can get him in here, that'd be cool.
You're not fucking invited. Because you'll fucking ruin it. You'll say something offensive and he'll leave.
I was a
Be like
Corey
Santa.
Feldman fan
You can't see him
before.
if
Well,
you're awake.
this idiot was in diapers. So
I don't even like the Goonies. No, but like if I could get him in, because I want to talk to him about Corbin Nash,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
And then we're already friends with Jagger.
Yeah.
We could do like a full Corbin Nash fucking interview.
Could we have them both on?
Can we have them both on? That's
my
what I'm
God.
saying.
My uterus will fly out of my body.
Fucking A, dude. I legitimately want to talk to him about that Corbin Nash movie because that was by far his best performance ever.
Yeah.
I've never seen that dude nail a performance
If
better
you
than that
haven't
movie.
seen Corbin Nash, and you should, because this is behind a paywall, we've talked about it enough.
Yeah.
We've probably
Go fucking
forced
watch
you
it.
to watch it.
Get a
Go
couple.
watch it again.
Get your toxic of choice, your toxin of choice. Oh my God, what the fuck? Did that happen in the movie?
Okay, we have to talk about that at some point.
Hold,
So-
pause. I don't remember that.
That happens in the beginning.
That's
yeah.
probably why I don't remember
We'll
it.
talk about it in a minute.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that's how we're going to open the show.
Anyway,
Side note.
Corey Feldman and what's Jagger's first name?
Dean.
Mick.
Dean Jagger. Thank you.
Mick.
No, not that Jagger. The other Jagger.
You got moves like that.
Moves like Jagger. One of my questions for Kieran is if there's going to be some kind of a rivalry between because
Dylan
Jagger
Leary.
because Dean Jagger played
Dean Leary.
no
Or Dylan Leary.
in Game of Thrones in the Battle of the Bastards.
Oh,
He
yeah.
was Lord Umber.
Yeah.
And he went toe to toe with the Giant's Bane. What's his first name? Not Thorin. Is it Thor? No, not Thorin. That's from Lord of the Rings.
Thorn Oakenshield.
Thorin Oakenshield. No. Shit. What's his first name?
The redhead who's in love.
Yeah, the redhead. Crazy.
Yeah.
The crazy redhead.
Tormund,
Tormund Giant's Bane.
the redheaded bearded guy.
And Dean Jagger had a fight in the Battle of the Bastards, and I'm gonna ask Kieran if he's got something to one up his buddy.
Okay.
Next,
That's
next
a
season.
good question.
That's a good question. All right.
So Corey Feldman, He's a living God among men.
He's fucking weird, man. It's just weird.
Just walking around in the world among us.
Like, it's his world. We just live
I
in
do
it.
kind of appreciate
It's
that.
fucking
I
crazy.
really do.
Yeah.
And he owns it.
And
he,
those pants.
Those
I need
pants.
those fucking
The
pants.
disco ball pants.
Yes.
Just all
They're
the
like
time.
all prisms.
They're probably
You guys-
sweaty as
You guys
fuck.
know Corey, he's always been eccentric and weird.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, did you ever follow him during his Michael Jackson phase?
He's
He
still
still
in
does
his
it.
Michael
He's
Jackson
still
face.
He's still doing Michael Jackson dances, dude.
And they're so bad.
They're terrible. He's never been good. They've
Anyway,
never
we
been
should
good.
wap this up because
Yeah.
we do have other stuff to record.
Okay,
but
that's it. I got 15 minutes out of it. Thank you guys
bursting to talk
for being
about it.
members. It was a fun conversation. Thanks
We'll
for being
keep you updated on the Corey Feldman news.
Fuck yeah, we will.
Corey Feldman report.
Stay salty, folks.